Yep.
COVID crisis related question.
Go ahead.
Because the attacks in the Asian American community continue to rise. There were some videos that went viral because elderly Asian Americans were really attacked in a way that is difficult to watch. And I wonder, other than the presidential memorandum, is President Biden going to take any further actions to address this problem?
He is concerned about discrimination against
we're
Asian American communities.
gonna get through this.
I grew up enjoying to perform in front of people. I've always wanted to just make people laugh. I work in the laboratory. I'm a medical technician, so I actually test all the samples, that come in for COVID-19.
We are the ones that work behind the scenes that are doing the testing, and we seldom will get a personal thank you from somebody, because we did their COVID-19 test. Simply the signs and notes and letters are usually, directed towards the doctors or the nurses, people that have direct patient contact. It's a feeling of a lot of technicians that, we're the ones that are forgotten about behind the scenes, but yet we do this to help patients, help people. You have to feel good about yourself, knowing that you're helping these patients, regardless if they know that you're helping them or not. So
people just quitting because they were in a different department, and then they were deployed to help nurses. And, those people said, well, I didn't go to school to be a nurse, so I'm just going to quit. And they quit because they weren't asked to volunteer. They just simply were told to go. And they said, we don't have hours for you in your department because we're on government lockdown. We're going to close that department, but you can work in the COVID unit. And, these people, they didn't sign on for that.
You didn't refuse that, right?
I didn't refuse that because honestly, I've been in, what I'm doing in the lab is something that I've been doing for 20 years. I'm not afraid of that. I am cautious. I use precautions, and I've done that sort of thing for 20 years. I said if I was really that afraid of something, I said I wouldn't be able to do my job for 20 years. I said I wouldn't even be able to work in the lab because we're constantly exposed to bacteria, virus. Assisting in the ICU, and helping the nurses take care of these COVID patients, and a lot of them were end stage, and and I've witnessed people just sitting outside of the room of their loved ones, staring at them in the glass and just waiting for them to pass away. I mean, it's disheartening, and you see them, they're just such a feeling of helplessness, and you can't even try to comfort the people outside of the room because of what's going on. It's just awful.
Karaoke was like a big deal in amongst Chinese American people, parents, friends. If you had a karaoke party or a machine, that meant that you had money. Because I was having such difficulties with bullies, or oh my gosh, does it have to be so loud? Everybody's gonna hear. You don't understand. You don't know what I go through. In school, they all make fun of me. I'm getting beat up in school, and now you're just reinforcing that stereotype. Oh, they're just gonna find out. Oh my gosh, they have a karaoke machine too. Oh, that's just typical Chinese people. They're with their karaoke, we're gonna make fun of them, singing bad karaoke. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I'm glad to see that someone is trying to sing and they're enjoying doing it. And I guess I should have just tried to be more supportive. But, as a time, I was just so like, Chinese American people, they like to stay with other Chinese American people. And, it's saddening for me to feel that you have to stay under the radar, just, don't complain about anything. Don't say anything.
And, if you were raised by traditional parents, they tell you not to say anything.
And, I myself, you lose your individuality because you're kind of taught to just conform to society and just, don't make any noise, don't say anything. And if something happens, so what? It could be much worse, all the time there.